Let us sing as we go, votes for women. Let us sing as we go, votes for women. Though the way may be hard, though the battle be long, yet your triumph is sure. Put your heart into song, into cheering and song. Votes for women, for the right shall prevail over wrong.
Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Lucretia Coffin Mott. I was born in 1793 into a devout Quaker family on the island of Nantucket. My father was a member of the famous Coffin whaling family. As Quakers, we believe deeply in the equality of all people in the eyes of God. Thus, I dedicated much of my life to causes which fought for equal rights for all humans. My husband, James Mott, and I were staunch abolitionists and worked diligently with the American Anti-Slavery Society. James and I attended the World Anti-Slavery Convention in 1840 in London. And once again, I was not allowed to speak publicly simply because I was a woman. This further fueled the fire in me to fight for equal rights for women in America. While at this convention, I met and formed a friendship with a young woman, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. She was attending the convention with her husband, Henry Stanton, who was also a devoted abolitionist. Elizabeth, too, was deeply frustrated by being relegated to a section of the convention hall which did not allow the women to directly see the speakers or to participate in the discussions on the convention floor. As a result, we made a pact that when we returned to the United States, we would organize and speak out about the history of the repression of women. It would be 8 years before we published the call for the first ever convention to address the civil and political rights of women. It was to be held in July of 1848 in Seneca Falls, New York, where Elizabeth lived. At the convention, Elizabeth introduced the Declaration of Sentiments. You notice that this convention was not called a woman's suffrage convention, but a woman's rights meeting. Indeed, it was one of the male attendings, the renowned Frederick Douglass, who persuaded the women to include a woman's right to vote as part of the resolutions which were developed during the two-day convention. The resolutions included a list of 18 woman-specific demands, which included divorce, property and custody rights, and the right to vote. All of the resolutions passed. All of them passed unanimously except for the suffrage issue. It was a bit shocking to me that when the call for equal suffrage for women was added to the list of resolutions, Elizabeth's husband refused to attend the convention. The resolutions were subsequently published in the report from the convention. The fight for equal suffrage for women in the United States had begun in earnest. I continued to crusade for women's rights, including the right to vote, in all elections until I died in 1880.